You know, if you're coming out to the Port Clinton, Ohio area, and the reason why we come out to Port Clinton a lot is because there's the islands here and there's the reef complexes here on Lake Erie. This is the area where a lot of walleye do their spawning out here on the Lake Erie system. And if you're coming out here, there's a couple things we're looking for when it comes to catching these fish. One is the obvious, right? I'm always looking at my graph, I'm trying to mark fish. I want to know that there's fish underneath the boat. But the truth of the matter is this is Lake Erie and there are a lot of fish in this system. So there's going to be a lot of times that you are going to mark a lot of fish, but those fish might not necessarily bite, because the next thing that I'm looking for is probably the most important part of this entire piece, and that's the water color. And you come out here in the spring, you're going to find water that's super clean, you're going to find water that's super dirty, and you're going to find that in-between water. A lot of times we might find a lot of fish in that dirty water, but we just simply can't get those fish to bite with any consistency. So honestly, what I'm looking for is that nice in-between water, that water that's got a little bit of color in it, and that's pretty much ideal. So not only am I driving around looking for fish on my sonar, on my graph, but I'm also constantly looking at that water color, because that's going to tell me on any given day, are those fish going to bite or are they not? And the case is, when you find yourself in dirty water, a lot of times it's just simply hard to get those fish to bite. So we constantly drive around and look for clean water, and that's exactly what we found today, is a nice pocket of clean water out here in Port Clinton, and these fish are absolutely chewing.